Hello, welcome to my backyard again. Guys, I am missing seeing everybody. This is hard for a people person not to be with you all. Some people like social distancing. That's a struggle for me. Um, I wanted to share today my heart as we go into this week. Um, when my kids were growing up, I used to love, probably more than they loved, watching Disney movies. I just loved them. But one in particular that really means a lot to me is The Jungle Book. I love that cartoon. But there was a line in that movie where Bagheera talks about the sacrifice that Baloo made. And he said, quoting Jesus actually, "There is no greater love that any man would have, that he would lay down his life for another." That is incredible. You know, we are in a period where there are several people in our health industry who are literally sacrificing themselves, sacrificing their health to help save other people. Never is that more apparent than now as we go through this coronavirus. And I'm not sure that we have enough words or enough applause to tell all of you how much we appreciate that. This week, Jesus followers celebrate the sacrifice that Jesus made when he suffered and died on the cross. He did that for us. Hebrews chapter 2, verse 9 says, "Jesus, because of the suffering of death, crowned with glory and honor, so that by the grace of God he might taste death for everyone." Two key things in there: suffering, and so that he tasted death for everyone. Suffering. We know, if you've read anything about Roman crucifixion, how horrible it is. But before the crucifixion, he was whipped, he was mocked, he was beat, he was spit on. And at crucifixion, obviously I won't go into all the horrible details, but one thing that sometimes we overlook is that he was actually crucified naked. To a Jewish believer, you never exposed your nakedness. Jesus was crucified naked. He was humiliated on top of the beating, on top of the whipping, on top of the spitting, on top of being mocked. He was humiliated on the cross. But you know what? He knew that was going to happen. He knowingly, he willingly, he voluntarily suffered all that so that we would not have to taste death. Now, what does that mean, taste death? All of us are going to die physically, right? But what does that mean that we don't taste death? What Jesus did is he tasted a death that you and I will never have to experience. He tasted a death that you and I will not have to experience because we believe in him. When we die, we go from this life to the next life instantaneously. For 3 days, Jesus was in the tomb. 3 days, separated from God. We will never experience that because, as Paul said, that when we die, we are immediately with Christ. Immediately. We will not have to taste death the way Jesus did. We've been delivered from that. Man, that is something to be thankful for. That means that when this body quits breathing, my new body will be given to me immediately. I don't have to fear death. I don't have to worry about what happens next. All of that because of the sacrifice and the humiliation that Jesus went through. This week, Jesus followers are thankful. I hope that you remain thankful throughout the rest of this week. Thank you for being here.